Hey, Ari.
Hey, Dan. I just had some thoughts about, we're talking about the presidency and the performance of our president, and then, of course, contrasting with what's going on in North Korea. You know, the little Pillsbury Doughboy up there in North Korea, I think he's having fun with the world and maybe with the world economy. He can go boo and scare the world. The market drops. Maybe his friends on Wall Street buy low, market rebounds, and he reaps a profit. I don't know.
Right, right.
But one thing is that he does have is sweeping powers, and our president can be tempted to do the same thing on maybe a lesser level. We all know that he wants to accrue more and more power. With sweeping powers, he can advance radical change.
Mm.
Also, one of the things that really bothers me is the idea that somehow the president should have the privileges of someone who is a retired multimillionaire. If you need to have a vacation every other week, don't apply for the job of being the president. If you can't live without a vacation for 4 years, don't run for president, because that's the most important job on the face of the earth.
Right.
The responsibilities, the crisis that the world is in demand 24/7, in my opinion. Am I wrong?
No, you're dead on the money. You're dead on the money. And it is just, it's frustrating. You're absolutely right. I mean, if that's the lifestyle you got to live, go live it. But don't run to be president. And worse yet, you've got a president with that mentality who hasn't surrounded himself with brilliant people to lead and govern. You know, if Ronald Reagan had done that, we probably would have, his leadership was incredibly important, and I'm not trying to diminish it, but the greatest part about Ronald Reagan's leadership, the greatest part about any leader, is they surround themselves with people that are smarter than they are. And he was a master at that. I've never met a good corporate executive or leader of a ministry that didn't surround themselves, if they truly want to succeed and have an impact, whether they're manufacturing something or whether they're, trying to get as many missionaries on the field as they can, whatever the situation is, where they didn't surround themselves with reliable, loyal, smart people that were like-minded in the mission, whatever the mission was, whether it's the core values and mission of a particular company or the core values of a ministry, that didn't surround themselves with people that were like-minded, evenly yoked, and in some cases smarter than they were on certain situations. Look, a chief executive officer is never going to be, he's not going to have everybody around him smarter than him, because there are going to be areas in which he's going to be very, very smart in and have an incredible impact and leadership role in those particular areas. But you need to surround yourself with people that are smart, willing to take chances with the idea that you're evenly yoked. And we don't even have that. We've got a president that has surrounded himself with people like Joe Biden. And so it's even a worse situation. Anyway, it's absolutely you're dead on the money. If you don't want to work, it's somebody says all the time, it's the hardest job in the world. So then, I don't know. If I'm working, I wish I could have as many vacations. I mean, I've gone years literally without taking a vacation. That's not healthy. It's not good. I'm committed this year, by the way, to taking a couple of vacations, or my wife was going to shoot me, I think. But it would be nice. It would be nice. But not as president of the United States. You got a job to do. You're the so-called leader of the free world. And, you mentioned North Korea and all that stuff. This is a prime example of an administration that is now saying, uh-oh, what did we do with that missile defense? Oh, yeah, we scrapped that, didn't we? And, do you think we need, we're sending F-22s over there, and we're sending how are we... Are we able to respond to an issue somewhere else in the world, or are we diminishing our military? I mean, we've also got a president that actually believes that we can somehow have strength and peace or we can have peace without strength. I mean, that's what he thinks. Well, we're getting a lesson real quick in that, it looks like. Hopefully we're getting a lesson. All right, let me go to Dan. Dan in Illinois.